I died and I was reborn in my own body. This phrase encapsulates the transformation that has fundamentally changed my life for the good. I experienced a spiritual awakening, a concept I would have scoffed at 3 years ago. This context is essential to grasp. Before this event, I was the most unspiritual person you can imagine. I was a materialistic atheist. Spirituality happened to me. Today I'm here to guide you to experience the same magic in your life. My name is Oliver Göbel, and this is my Oxford talk. I struggled with insomnia for over 2 decades, rooted in an always running mind, anticipating the worst, constantly exhausted and grumpy. I knew I couldn't continue living this way. The shadow of my suffering also fell upon my wife and children, and its effects are still noticeable in my loved ones to this day. My physical health mirrored my mental state. I occasionally found sleep during vacations, which showed me that the root cause of my problems must be mental. Therefore, I searched for solutions for over 2 years without any results until I stumbled upon a guided breathing technique by Wim Hof. After breathing, I followed the impulse to stay in silence and fell into deep meditation. This meditative state transported me to what is known in yoga as the breathless state, a realm beyond my physical form and mind, where time seemed to cease. I was bathing in peace. Suddenly, my mind violently snapped back, hurling me out of this tranquil state with the alarming realization that I stopped breathing. This abrupt shift from deep peace to sudden panic turned my world upside down, marking the birth of a new, awakened version of myself. This stark contrast made me realize that thoughts are not reality, nor are they generated by the true I, unveiling a profound separation between my authentic self and the mechanized patterns of my mind. It was as if I had been viewing life through a foggy mirror, only seeing clearly once a window was opened, dispelling the mist. My change was so drastic that it took over a year for my wife to rebuild her trust in me. And I was also confused because I didn't know what happened. This realization revealed the automated nature of my thought patterns that distorted my reality fundamentally. It's as if you suddenly realize that your mind automatically overlays a soundtrack onto a beautiful movie that questions everything and views it from a negative perspective. My old thought patterns, which I know now, are neurological highways in the brain, persisted. However, I could now expose them and reduce their influence over my emotional reactions. I realized that emotions are judgmental thoughts that generate a physical sensation, thereby creating perceived reality. What we regard as the reality is in fact a subjective viewpoint. This newfound awareness allowed me to detach from the illusions generated by my subconscious and perceive them for what they are, merely one of the infinite possible perspectives on my life. The reason for my suffering was quite simple. I was a poor storyteller. Now my life has transformed. I've become a certified life coach and hypnotherapist, enjoying the best physical condition of my life and witnessing healing within my family. Life has become an exciting, boundless adventure through understanding the mechanics of the mind. And don't just believe my words and verify them yourself. To help, I created MetaMind Mastery, a 4-step method to enhance spiritual awakening and shape your reality. Let's dive in. Step 1. Self-compassing. Unconscious emotions serve as your alarm system and compass. As your legs carry from A to B, emotions unmistakably draw attention to the quality and direction of your thinking. Please take it as a thought experiment because it is necessary to overtake the viewpoint that everything happening in your life is for your highest good. Your mind's job now is to find the perspective that fits and feels right, no matter your situation. Life's uncomfortable challenges create tension and serve as a springboard to better places and positions. Emotions are our feedback system, telling us how good we are at making the story of our lives. Clinging to negative emotions and the perspective behind them causes stress in the body, and stress is linked to the most common health issues. On the other hand, positive emotions are like a fly trap. We get stuck, and our addiction to these emotions harms and holds us stuck. Clinging to emotions become a prison for your free will, making it impossible to unfold our potential freely. An untrained mind makes us servants to our programs, and it must be the reverse. Are emotions destructive, and should we avoid them? No, but we should be aware of them and maintain conscious control. Step 2. Self-overcoming. The emotions of our subconscious programs control our lives. I call it the zombie mode because emotional reactions rob us of free will, just like a zombie mindlessly succumbs to the craving for fresh flesh. Only through conscious self-overcoming we can break free from this. A significant challenge in the beginning, which requires practice, is that emotions possesses hypnotic power. This step is the real magic because it forces awakening. When we refuse our emotional impulses and consciously choose our reaction, even if it doesn't feel real or like me, the question will come up. Who's the one who decides? Step 3. Self-meta-walking. Harnessing the power of imagination to influence our subconscious mind positively is a transformative tool. Consider yourself as a character in a video game, and you are the player. Your in-game avatar has a biography, a life filled with events, circumstances, and interpretations that have shaped who they are now. What would you do without knowing the character's bio if you took control now? A fresh restart. You take control of the present state. Your goal is to optimize the game, regardless of the character's past. What matters now is how the future should look and how the avatar must change to achieve that. You start to live in the future and not the past. There are infinite possibilities, but ultimately, by creating deliberate emotions through imagination, you will go through a funnel where authenticity awaits. You will impress your subconscious by developing new perspectives and feelings. You recode your reality like an artist. Step 4, self-loving. Self-love isn't an emotion. Self-love is creating distance from yourself. If you have a dog, you take them for a walk every day. rain or shine, without thinking about it, right? Why can't we do the same for us? Distance creates true intimacy because we are too close to ourselves. Instead, we must be our most supportive ally with much understanding and unconditional self-love, impressing our subconscious daily with a conscious, friendly inner voice, positive images, and good feelings about our future. It also means understanding that perfectionism is like a smooth wall, impossible to climb. We improve forever as we update our neurological highways with the latest consciousness insights. The most beautiful play is life itself. I encourage you to let MetaMind Mastery guide you by using unconscious emotion as an alarm system and signpost, and allowing conscious emotions to reprogram your subconscious and promote self-transcendence. True freedom arrives when consciousness surpasses programmed responses, enabling creation of deliberate, positive emotions. It allows you to effectively influence your subconscious and turn it into a wishing well that fulfills your innermost desires. This journey transforms you into your best version, and you profoundly serve the whole world.